Don't go to sleep on email. Email is still one of the most powerful assets that you have in your business for creating sales. I'm not just talking about first-time customers either. I'm talking about repeat customers. I'm talking about creating a system inside your business where you can, to a certain extent, predict the buying patterns of your customers. Now, the great thing about this is it doesn't have to be rocket science. So as someone who runs campaigns for many companies, someone who runs a marketing agency and by territory has involvement in a lot of different businesses' sales and marketing campaigns, I can tell you right now, especially when it comes to e-commerce companies, that so many people are getting email wrong. So I'm just going to, I probably shouldn't do this really. People pay a lot of money for this sort of thing, and I'm just going to give it to you for free now. I'm just going to tell you, I'm not going to tell you how to do it. If you want to know how to do it, you can pay me. But I'm going to tell you what to do. So most people, when it comes to email, they'll think about newsletters, and newsletters are important, but they're like the last thing on my list. The first thing on my list here is you need to have a first-time purchase email. This isn't, all these emails are automated, right? All these emails ideally run from a CRM. And most of the time, if you're a serious player, these will be email flows or campaigns. So it'll be more than one email, but I'm going to simplify this because this can add thousands to your business. And I'm trying to keep it really simple. So number one, a first time purchase email. That means someone who has bought for the first time gets a little email from you and it says, "We're so stoked that you've bought from us for the first time. This is a little bit about us. This is why we do what we do. Here are some things that you might want to know about your product." And not only is it great for customer service, but there is a great philosophy, a great saying: every single solution that you provide creates a new problem. So you've provided a solution, they've bought something from you, but there's going to be a new problem now. There's going to be something else that they need. And that first time purchase is a great opportunity to be like, hey, look, you've got that, but if you ever need that as well, come back. Even better if you can tag on a discount. Use this code and we'll give you 10% off when you're ready. Something like that can be absolute magnetism for repeat business, but also customer service because it makes people feel good. The second email is the repeat purchase thank you email. So when someone comes back the second, third, fourth time, and it can be the same email, even better if you can personalize it. So, hey, you bought from us twice now, 3 times now. Even better if you can integrate it into a loyalty scheme or system. But basics today, Tommy, basics. This is a repeat purchase thank you. We're really pleased that you've come back again. Loyalty means a lot to us. You could even then give a discount code for the next time they purchase, or you can incentivize them to make a referral. Thank you for buying from us again. We absolutely love that you have come back. We want more customers just like you. So here's a code. If you ever have a friend or family member that wants to get a great deal, this code can be used and it will save them some money. And we'll see that it was you that gave it to them. So when it comes through, we'll also give you a little thank you too. Now this stuff can be done manually or it can be done automated. A lot of people just waste time trying to automate systems that you probably could just start doing. But that's for another day. The third email is what we call, or what I call, there's no we about this is me, the pre-sweet spot email. The pre-sweet spot email only works if you know what the sweet spot is. And the sweet spot is the moment in time where most people come back and buy again. So depending on your product, depending on what it is, if it's service-based or if it's physical B2C product, you will be able to sort of anticipate when they might need your product again. Do they run out? Is it time for them to book in again? What is it that creates that repeat buying cycle? And just before that sweet spot happens, you send an email that's just saying, look, we have a great deal for you, or you might be thinking about coming back again soon. If that's the case, here you go. Code, offer, whatever it might be. Because the more offers you make, the more money you make, guys. And with all of this, you do need to know, it's healthy to have a sale margin. So for example, if your product or service was £100, you know that you can always survive and build and grow for the future when sales are £95 or above or £90 or above. So it always gives you this like 10% or 5% window that you can just dress up in different ways. Kind of like a shop would dress their shop window up in different ways. You can dress your offer in different ways. Seasonally, whatever it might be, product-based, timing, all of that. That's what you can use to get creative in your marketing with. So if we had the pre-sweet spot email, guess what? Email 4 is the post-sweet spot email. That's when they didn't buy on the predicted cycle. So we're just going to go and sort of reach out for all we know, they might have forgotten, or the worst might have happened. They might have been head turned by one of your competitors. So we've just got to kind of throw it out there and say, look, if you ever want to come back, we'd love you to buy again. Again, dress up an offer, dress up your window. This is what we've got for you, should you want to come back. Now, you could put a time-based deadline there too, if you really wanted to. It depends whether you want to do that. Or you could just say, just use this code whenever you feel like it. It might be enough to just think, yeah, I am going to do that. And then 5th email. Now, this is slightly different. This is a marketing-based email. This has nothing to do with the sale. So all of the other emails that we've mentioned, they would go to someone who's bought already. This is for subscribers. Now, this is number 5, a subscriber gift email. So some people talk about this as like lead magnets or a pre-purchase offer. It's something that you can give someone as a gift. So that might be something free. It might be something they can download. It might be a taster, a trial. It might even be, one of my favorite things, as you can guess, a discount code. They give you their email address in advance of you giving them this gift. Subscribe and receive. This email just needs to let the person know what they've got and how to redeem it, and whether there's a time-based deadline involved. Now, the smart amongst us would then use that subscription, that email there, to then follow up with a campaign that would be almost like a nurture sequence to help bring the individual closer to the till, to the checkout, to eventually buy something. But again, that's for another day. Those are the 5 emails. Notice I haven't said anything about newsletters yet. But now let's move on to something else. There are 3 ways that you would then use these different types of people and email them differently throughout the year. Now, throughout the year, I'm assuming you would do A, seasonal campaigns, B, monthly promotions, and C, newsletters. But most companies, well, they just send to all. They might personalize the first name, but that's about it. Now, what I would recommend you to do is think about where the people are based on the 4 types of person that I've already talked to you about. So, for example, a first-time purchase person would get a slightly different email when you send the seasonal campaign. It might be the subject line that's different, or it might be a completely different contextualized email. The repeat purchasers would get a different one. The pre-sweet spot people would get a different one, and the post-sweet spot people would get a different one. Now, I call it like a semi-automated approach to email marketing, and it's something that has done really well for us with our clients that we work for and that we offer email marketing services to. It's helped them bring in a lot of extra revenue. It doesn't have to be super complicated. Now, the great thing about this is it's philosophy, it's top level. Then when you get into the detail and you build out the campaigns, that's when you can really look at things like split testing. You can look at subject lines, previews, headlines. You can look at timing. There are some really creative ways. A lot of this stuff, if you want to get real good at it, it's about understanding your customer and it's about psychology. And I think that's why I enjoy it so much, because most of you that know me know that I entered the marketing industry, started a marketing agency in 2020. And before that, it was the health and fitness industry for me. I specialized as an NLP coach that also ran a gym and did health and fitness. Now, the NLP side is really interesting because it's all about language, and it's about what creates an emotion inside of somebody and how we think and therefore how we act. And so in marketing, and in email marketing in particular, those NLP skills come in real handy because I can understand where someone's at on a customer journey. Once I understand the brand, the product, and I understand the essence of what they're trying to do, I'm able to then run email campaigns that just make everything better, make everything make sense, and really look after the customers whilst bringing in a lot of extra money. So I thought I'd share that with you because it's not often that I kind of get into this sort of content. I'm usually just, in the trenches, so to speak, doing this, as well as all the other bits that I do. This is the area of the agency that I'm heavily involved in. And I'm very passionate about the potential and the power of email marketing. So, hey, I hope that you found this useful. If you do, reach out and let me know. I'd love to know what you've liked or found useful about this video. And if you want to connect and think that there might be a way that I can help you specifically, I'll see what I can do. Reach out. Thanks for watching. See you soon.